back to another episode of Sold Out, and on today's episode we have the Puma Nitro Rise, or the Puma Rise Nitro. I forgot how they say it, but we have that in hand today, and I am happy to give you guys the video review. So before we get into it, we hit 1,000 subs. I like to appreciate every single one of you that came through, showed love. Even if you hit the dislike button, at least you came to this video, at least you found this video somehow. I appreciate everyone that subbed and has liked this video, people that interact with me in the comments. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the likes on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Thanks for following me, guys. I really appreciate it. We're going to try to build the channel a little bit faster. We got tons of shoes coming in. Unfortunately, Asia gets all the releases first. Not really happy to have to order from way out there, but I will still try to get these in as fast as I can for this channel and give you my perspective on these sneakers. So with that being said, thanks guys, and let's hop right into it. Now guys, I know these sneakers are very, very loud color-wise. So they might be kind of difficult to see, might be kind of difficult for the camera to pick these up, but this is kind of like a construction worker vest. Very bright neon yellow. We will get this one out of the way and we will work our way from the top down to the bottom. Starting at the top, the padding was phenomenal. The padding felt great on foot. The heel lockdown on this was amazing as well. So heel slip-in comfort, lockdown, amazing on this sneaker. It felt great. You can feel the TPU back here. It also has something right here called power tape. We'll get into that in a minute. And yeah, ran true to size, felt great on foot. I had no issues whatsoever. Down on the laces. Laces, they weren't too bad. They're just your normal flat laces. They weren't too cheap. They didn't feel like kind of like Nike's, like LeBron Witness cheap. They felt like a step up from that. No issue with the laces whatsoever. If you're worried about these fraying, you can always just tuck them into this shroud and you will have no issues with your laces. Your laces should last the life of the shoe. Should be no issues with the laces whatsoever. Now, down onto the tongue. The tongue is really not anything special. I wish they would have perforated it a little bit more, and I can't really show you guys that. It's just this material right here all the way down on the tongue. It's like a very, very thick mesh. It wasn't very breathable, so the top of my foot did get a little bit warm, but it wasn't too bad. The tongue itself felt awesome. It conformed to my foot. I had no issues with the tongue. Now, down onto materials. The materials I thought were dope. I like the materials. Like I said in previous videos, they're using that jersey material a lot that they kind of used on the Mellow, or if not that, they're using a type of jersey material on these Puma shoes, these Puma basketball shoes. We've seen it with the MB1s, TRC Blaze Court, and now with these. I don't think I did another Puma shoe yet, but yes, these, I'm just gonna say it right now, these blow the TRC courts out. Like I wouldn't even look to getting the TRC courts. I would go right to this shoe. Just gonna get that out of the way right now. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But now back onto materials. Like I said, there's a jersey material all the way around, and there is like a knitting on the front. Like I said, you guys might not be able to really see that, but this knitting is super, super soft. It feels great on foot. This sneaker was, it was very comfortable. One of the most comfortable sneakers, like conforming to your foot wise, that I have worn all year. I really enjoyed playing in this sneaker. I loved a lot about it. There really wasn't too much bad about it in materials. I had no issues whatsoever. It's kind of hard to see what they used down into it because that shroud, but yes, it was very supportive. I didn't know if it was going to be too supportive, but they used this stuff power tape, and I think it helped a little bit. It kept this from overstretching, I think. Or the KT tape does, like on like my shin splints. I wear it for my shin splints, and it kind of helps with stretch a little bit. You can feel it bounce back. Like if you point your toe down, you can feel your heel want to rise back up because you had that tape there. And it does the same thing with this material. You can feel it like stretch and get tighter, but it doesn't get too bad like where it's not supportive, anything like that. You can just feel it just a little bit. I thought it was a pretty dope idea to use this power tape on the sneaker. So far as materials go, I love the materials. The only thing I will say about the materials is this right here. If you're gonna wear like a black sock, like I'm assuming most people would, you might get some bleeding. You might get some black, you know, some black dye going into this material, this bright material. And it's been happening on quite a few shoes. So I think it's just because they use that mesh in the back, and then your foot gets sweaty, and then the black sock kind of bleeds off into that. But other than that, there ain't no problems with the materials on the Puma Nitro Rise. Now down onto one of my favorite parts about it was the cushion. I didn't think the Mellow felt that great on foot. They used the Nitro foam. I absolutely loved the Nitro foam on these. It's super soft. It almost feels like the Adidas Bounce on the Dames 8s, not the 7s, on the Dame 8s. It doesn't feel like straight rubber. It feels like it kind of has a material. There's like lines, little tiny lines in it. You can feel like when you run your hand down it. It's pretty soft. It felt great on foot. The insole on this, I'm pretty sure is the same one as they used on the TRC Rise. Felt great. So cushioning on this sneaker, I absolutely loved it. Had no issues. Now on the front, there really wasn't much cushion or forefoot impact protection, but it was very responsive. Court feel was great. It was phenomenal. Heel impact protection on the back was very good. I had no issues whatsoever. It wasn't like a LeBron 19 low or anything like that, but it was still super nice. I loved how it was a low top. So yeah, I enjoyed the Nitro foam cushion. They did not cage it at all. There's no caging on that whatsoever, and I really hope LaMelo's next shoe doesn't cage it. I wish they wouldn't have caged this one. I know it's supposed to be give more support back here. Maybe that's where they kind of messed up and decided to put them kind of X's in the Melo where it comes up on the sides. I think that took away from us really feeling the full effect of the Nitro foam and the MB1, but this kind of made up for it. So yeah, I love the cushioning in this sneaker. So now down on the traction. Traction was great. I had no issues with the traction whatsoever. I loved how they did this wave pattern. The traction, it felt great. I had no issues with the traction. I absolutely loved the traction, and I played with these in a dusty gym. Actually in our middle school gym, super dusty. Obviously, you got all the kids running in and out of school from gym class, and they do, you know, all the meetings and all the stuff they do, assemblies in the gym class, and it was super dusty when we went, and it still held its own. On a clean court, even on a semi-clean court, these are going to handle business. They are going to do great. I tried them in the clean gym, and they are like glue. No issues whatsoever with traction. So if traction was something that was going to stop you or deter you from buying this, don't let that be it, because the traction is very solid on this, even on a dusty setting. Now, onto what I recommend this shoe. Yes, I'd recommend this shoe over the TRC Blaze Court all day long. They're the same price. I don't know why Puma dropped that sneaker and then dropped this sneaker. It's like not even, to me, it's just not close. It has better cushioning, better materials, better feeling, better like foot comfort. I like the materials. I actually like the looks better than the TRC Blaze Court too. I know a lot of people can't get over this funky little shroud. My girl, I ask her every time I get a pair of shoes, she gave this like a -5. And that wasn't even an option. So to me, I think it's dope. I like when someone thinks outside the box with a basketball sneaker, just because, you know, I have a passion for basketball. I love the game, and I love when people think outside the box and go try to do something different, whether it be a sneaker, whether it be a move, whether it be a dunk, whether it be a shot, anything outside the box in the game of basketball, I love to see. So I love to see this. Now, yes, I'd recommend this from ages all the way up to the NBA. I'm sure you might see a couple Puma guys wearing this in the NBA this year, because I would wear this over the TRC Blaze Court all day. I hope Kyle Kuzma and whoever the other Puma athletes are, Mikey Williams, you might see him wearing this too. But yeah, I would rock this over. The Nitro foam cushion is very, very comfortable. Materials are better than the TRC Court. So yeah, guys, I would recommend this sneaker. And I'm just going to say it, I liked it better than the MB1s. I know a lot of people are going to hate, but it's a low top. I like the materials. I like the look of it. I don't know. I like the sneaker better than the MB1. I got the MB1s over there. They were a great sneaker to hoop in, but they picked up a little bit more dust than these did. So I was wiping all the time in the Melos. Slipped out a few times in the Melos. Still one of the dopest shoes of the year, but I would take this over the Melos. I know that might piss a couple people off. I'm a huge Melo fan. I hope the Melo 2s come out and beast everything Puma's ever dropped, but we'll have to see when that day comes. So guys, this is my rundown of the Puma Nitro Rise. I appreciate you guys helping me get to 1K. Next stop is 5K, so we're going to try to do that quickly, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.